All right, so the last game we're going to get to is Bethune-Cookman versus Grambling State. Now, before we get to the game, so apparently y'all know a big-ass fight broke out before halftime. So, and this caused like 8 or 9 players to get suspended or get kicked off. So, and mind you, the game wasn't shown on what the fight wasn't shown during the game. So I gotta see. We gotta just. What? Okay, hold on. First off, hold on. Wait a minute. Why are they on Grambling State side?
They wrestling, coach. They wrestling.
What did he do? Like, how did he get this bad? Like, how did he get this bad? Like, what is? Like, how the hell did he get this bad, bro? What did they do?
Baby, this is ghetto. This is why y'all get the sweat. This is ghetto.
Look at that. Ain't nobody. Dog, like, how the hell did it get?
When you play here,
Okay.
you got to make sure, as a coach, support staff, that all your players come down. If you're gonna walk down there and take your time, and now it's 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, and we're standing on the stairs, and you got 4 or 5 kids who's just walking down, taking their time. Listen, to at the end of the day, I'm thinking like, well, no, they know what they're doing.
Taking their time.
They taking their time, so we're trying to give them the respect. So by the time we got to go, we can't wait on 2 players, but they should never leave their players. Who leaves their players? Who leaves their players over there knowing that we got to come down? But see, that's what I'm talking about. That's the disrespect stuff, and we're not going to tolerate disrespect here at Grambling. You won't disrespect us. We're going to meet disrespect with disrespect, because be responsible. Get your kids out the locker room. Make them get to the field. They came down on the field. They walked on the field. That's disrespecting the game, first of all. So that's my perspective. And I told him after the game, I said, you can't leave your kids up there. You can't leave your kids up there. So we talked. You know, I know we're going to hear, I'm going to hear from my AD. I'll talk to my AD. He'll talk to his AD. And, I told him, I said, if they fine us, then you know what? Where'd you pay?
All right, listen. That's cool and all. Listen, as a player, I would love for him to be my coach, especially after hearing this, because him knowing that he has our backs and he's willing to let us fight because if we felt like we've been disrespected or whatever, I feel that. Now, the higher ups and all the other sports analysts who's gonna look at what he said, they're gonna look at it totally different. They're gonna look at him as, oh, now that's supposed to be the leader of this football team, and he's talking like that. How dare he? He shouldn't even be a coach anymore. Like the higher up, like that's how they're gonna look at this. Now, if I'm a player, I'm rocking with it. I'm absolutely 100% rocking with what he's saying. But damn, what I want to know, like, how did it get like that? And I saw that a coach got fought too. Like, what the hell is going on over there at Graham? All right, hold on, my bad. All right, so now we're gonna get to the game. We're gonna get to the game now. All right, so let me just say this. I'm gonna give big credit to 3 things. Big credit to the defense, not only for the turnovers and the sacks, but holding this Bethune-Cookman offense to under 30 yards rushing. And like I said in the game preview, Bethune-Cookman in the last 6 games had over 200 yards rushing a game. And they held this team to like 30 to 40 yards. So they forced this team to be one-dimensional. Another person, man, that quarterback, Hayden Bernard, I think that's his name, 17 years old, and only his second start, and he's a walk-on. crazy. He made some really good throws. He only really had one mistake, but he made some excellent throws in this game. And that other running back, Cruz, who is a redshirt freshman. So those two freshmen on offense and that defense, they did a number on Bethune-Cookman, man. And where that Bethune-Cookman offense is normally explosive, especially with the running game that they do have, and for them to hold them to 30 yards rushing, matter of fact, to under 30 yards rushing, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing work by Grambling State, man. Absolutely amazing work by not only that defense, but the quarterback and the running back.
Quarterback, we expect to see him do a lot of running and passing today, as they will operate 1st and 10 from their 25. And Ransom will throw it on first down. The lefty scrambles, ball is out. A dive for the football, and it's recovered by the Grambling Tigers. So the first really big break of the game happens on the first play of the game. Wow. Starting for the first time for the Grambling Tigers. So 1st and 10 from the 14, they go to the running game. And as straight ahead goes Andre Cruz, as he carries for a nice gain on first down.
Yeah, and again, that's what I would imagine we're going to
type of situation. So 2nd and 7 coming up now for the Tigers. They go back to the run, and a big gain all the way down to the 6-yard line. It was Cruz again pushing the pile forward.
Boy, Steven.
Now the Tigers have a 3rd and a long one for a first down, and he's going to be hit. And it's going to be depending on where they spot it, but it looks like he might be a little short.
Yeah, I think they just came on a stunt inside. I think that's Jeremy Greaves Jr.
Here. Snap is good. Puts the kick down. It goes up, and it is through the uprights. And it's the Grambling Tigers jumping out on top early in this ball game. Timeout. Ransom brings the Wildcats up to the 25-yard line. Ransom turns, and this time he hands straight ahead, and not a lot going on there. Ali Scott, check that. 2nd and 8 now for Bethune-Cookman in the goal jerseys. Wide open as a receiver as Ransom completes the pass for a first down for the Wildcats on the play. So 2nd down after the penalty now, and they go back to the run. Gain of about 3 inside as the handoff goes to Kamani Robinson again.
I thought they were going to do a screen.
Ransom. Pocket collapses again, and Ransom goes down. The Grambling Tigers have been bringing the pressure today, and they got back there again. Several times.
That's why you got a 17-year-old freshman starting today, and again, we'll see. Here's his first throw.
And he fires underneath. It's completed to his big tight end. That's C.J. Knighton, and Knighton got it up there close to the sticks. And we'll see if he has a first down for the Grambling Tigers. What you want when you have a young walk-on quarterback who's only 17 years old. He hands inside to Eaton, and Eaton breaks it for the first down. So the Tigers go to the running game. It's Byron Eaton, the 5'11". Yeah, that's one thing Coach Mickey Joseph told us this week he wanted to avoid was the penalties. So Benoit fires high. He was trying to hit his underneath man. It looks like he was going for Knighton again, and he was hit hard as he. So Benoit on 3rd and 17, empty backfield. Has some time, has a lot of time. Now he has to break out of the pocket, and he's going to be pulled down after a short gain. So the Tigers will have to punt the football away, but he did have
aggressiveness, and he's loving what he's doing with his defense here because he's not even blitzing a whole bunch, but the guys are just getting through.
So Ransom to throw again. He went to that middle screen, has a man who gets away. A nice job by Huggins, and a late flag comes in behind the play. But it was Sarah. So that'll be a replay of first down for the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. Ransom looking to throw it again. The lefty fires, dumps it off short. Not much room over there. A nice catch made. And he's going to be forced out of bounds after.
I mean, here, Grambling's got their own, a lot of people yelling at them and stuff. They got to be able to handle the travel in this Grambling environment.
So Ransom will throw it again under pressure. Dumps it off the screen again. And a completed pass, and number 11 still on his feet, fighting for extra yardage.
Wow. That was.
They go to the run, and nothing happening right there. I don't think he got to the sticks. Good stop by that Grambling front four. They were tough up front. First quarter, 6:39 to go, and the Wildcats going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Ransom fumbles the ball. They're not going to get it. He dropped the ball, went down to recover it, so his knee touched the ground, and that was the end of the play. So far, it's been picking up right where they left off, and now they've given the ball to the offense. Benoit with a flea flicker, going to go deep. Benoit has a man behind everybody, and it's a touchdown for the Tigers from Grambling State. A beautiful pass from Hayden Benoit to Andrew Frazier, who beat the defense, got behind the secondary. Kamani Robinson in the backfield, and we have a quarterback change. It is Timmy McLean, who's now on at quarterback, and he completes his first start. So after Cam Ransom got off to the shake.
Yourself, and that's a tough one for him, but now they got to regroup.
So McLean goes to the run. Not much happening there. A short gain as he's got to be stacked up. The thing about Timmy McLean fired this year.
Yeah, he's not brand new to it, so he's looking to add his game today.
So third down now for the Wildcats. And they're going to be stopped again. They go back to the run. They tried to push the pile forward. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. From the 9-yard line, they go to the run. And it is Cruz who tries to bounce it outside there. Not going to get much on that play, though. 4 straight wins as they come out 2nd and 10. And they go back to the running game again, and another short gain. So you see that front from Bethune-Cookman all of a sudden toughening up inside.
Yeah, and I mean...
Ball resting at about the 11-yard line. 3rd and 7. Benoit back to throw it. Under pressure. Steps up, and they got him. He goes down. Bethune-Cookman brought the heat, and they got there.
Oh, yeah, they were
nice job by the Cats.
They were coming. Cornelius fixed that.
First down, and they go to the running attack. And not much right there for the Wildcats.
But McLean is real casual with that handoff. Did you see that?
In the backfield for Bethune-Cookman. So 2nd down and 9 for a first down. Timmy McLean at quarterback. Completes his pass. And that's the biggest play of the game for Bethune-Cookman. The Wildcats take
Tigers defense there, but they left a way too big a gap.
Morales, a transfer from Delaware State. McLean will throw it on first down, has a man, it's complete again, and it's Miles Morales again who made the catch. And now the football is not injured. We're going to double check that, but this seems to be a substitution for performance. This time McLean has 4 receivers to his left, looking that way. Now he's under pressure, he's running that way. McLean's going to keep it. Steps out of bounds, close to the 5-yard line.
Good job by McLean there. Just you know.
So
it's
making history here at Grambling.
Absolutely. That's what we do at Grambling State University.
Let's go back to the Wildcats now with the football threatening inside. They go to the run. They take it down to the 4.
Including a bachelor's in nursing, where for the past 4 years, all of our nursing students have passed the NCLEX with 100%. Our student athletes are also student scholars, and it's an exciting day here at Eddie G. Robinson Stadium.
It sure was, as bright. So Bethune-Cookman will now try a field goal. That is Juan Dominguez coming on for a 30-yard field goal attempt, and it is good. So the Wildcats from Bethune-Cookman are on the board with Grambling leading it now. Big stop to give them a loss. So here comes Grambling back on the offensive attack, and they go to the running game, and that's going to be a pickup of about 5 yards. As number 24 on the carry for Grambling. That
running.
He did. He's a 6'1", 225-pounder, but he runs with a lot of aggression. This time the ball, that could be a live football, and McClendon realizes it, and he, luckily for the Tigers, got back on the football because that was a Tigers from Grambling. Ball resting on the 21-yard line. Benoit to throw it. Has some time on the crossing pattern, and a fine defensive play over there by Johnny Harris, knocking that ball away.
Done. So Wildcats here, let's see if they can control that defensive line.
So they go to the run. It's Robinson, and Robinson's not going to go far. He is stopped quickly by Keelis Francis. Big stop. McLean still on at quarterback for Bethune-Cookman. Trying to pass it. Cage chasing him. He got it off to Robinson. Robinson slips a tackle. Robinson down the sideline. Has some room. And finally, he's forced out of bounds. But Kamani Robinson turned that into...
Was able to accelerate once he caught the ball.
A huge gain and a first down for the Wildcats. And they go back to Robinson. Robinson on the carry. And all of a sudden, the holes are starting to be there for Bethune back, and you also change your approach as far as how you attack the Grambling Tigers, and that's what they're doing as we come up on second down for the Wildcats from Bethune-Cookman. McLean under pressure again. Cage chases him out of the pocket, and he throws high and incomplete.
I used to have an old coach that the way he runs, whew.
3rd and 6 for the Wildcats. McLean fires, completes his pass. It's going to be the first down and more. A nice gain right there by Lorenzo Jenkins, who 15-yard line, mark it at the 14. McLean will throw it, completes his pass. Nice move out there and a big tackle. It was Marquis Johnson who made the catch and got the football. 3rd and 2 to continue this drive. And this time McLean keeps around the left side. McLean has some room. He dives, and it's a touchdown. Should be for the Wildcats. Yes, it is. Late call by the official, but he's in there for the touchdown. So a great job by McLean. It is number 10. That is Byron Eaton Jr. He's the running back who's also the emergency quarterback today. And check out Byron Eaton Jr. turning the corner, picking up 20 plus. Nice job. It's a big play, but apparently looked like he injured his leg in some capacity there. First down for the Grambling Tigers. They go back to Cruz, who cuts it inside, and Cruz has been tough. Cruz has had the hot hand today, and he's done a good job running the football. Really a tough runner inside. So second down now. Benoit with a beautiful pocket. Has a man open, hits him in stride. Perfect strike to Nason Dickerson for the touchdown for Grambling. Nason Dickerson was just...
You can't do that. You gotta have a guy ran right through you. Actually, that was
That's a hell of a throw.
So Bethune-Cookman back. McLean still at quarterback. Has a man all by himself. Hits him in stride. A beautiful pass to Huggins. It's a foot race, and Huggins answers the call with a touchdown. So it's McLean to Huggins, and Bethune-Cookman come. Grambling with the football. Benoit hands off. And still on his feet. That's a gain of about 16, 17.
And he said, we'll address it at halftime. That's what I like.
Back to the first down for the Grambling Tigers. And they go to Cruz again, who breaks it. Cruz is into the secondary with another big run. 21 yards, but there is... we've got it. We got this seesaw action going on now. It's going back and forth, and then McLean again dumps it off to his running back. And it's going to be a short gain for Marquis Johnson as he turns it upfield.
Since they've done that, it's been a back and forth battle.
2nd and 6 for McLean as he sprints to his left, completes the pass. That's a first down right there to Javon Ross, and that's pretty much first time Ross has touched the ball today. And of course, he made the move to go to McLean, and McLean has not missed a beat. So McLean on 1st and 10, looking to throw it again. Strike, it's caught. That's another first down for the Wildcats.
Good job by taking that zone deep. He basically just kept...
Webb, and they go to Scott on the carry, and Scott slips inside for about 4 yards. So Ollie Scott, and so if you're just joining us, Scott normally wears number 26 today. Bethune-Cookman going quickly. McLean passes complete to Ross. Ross near the sidelines has another first down, takes it over the 35, dives inside the 39. And he hands it to Scott. Scott has some room on the outside, and Scott dives forward. That's a gain of about 12, and another first down for Bethune-Cookman for that offense. So he has them 1st and 10. Now McLean looking to throw it again. Pressure up front, and he had to just unload that one in a hurry. That pressure coming inside from Isaac Washington. And 21 to pick up the first down. McLean pressured from Cage, ducks underneath it, but he's still coming after him. He's being chased, throws it up, and completes the pass. What an incredible play by Timmy McLean. Came on in relief of Cam Ransom. Looking to throw it. Fires for the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. And now we have a flag down. Number 3, Mark Louisiana, and he has 4 interceptions so far this year. And that will bring on Juan Dominguez to attempt a 39-yard field goal, and it is good unofficially from 39 yards. Grambling will have an opportunity with 1:06 to go to see if they can add some more points on the board. Kickoff goes deep, and here come the Tigers on the return. That is Jordan Bride. And Bride has some room as he gets around the outside, and he's going to be knocked down at the 34-yard line. Jordan, the 32-yard line. Benoit turns and hands it inside. That is the little running back, Tony Phillips, who does a little dance inside before he's dragged down. And he's a quick strike kind of guy. So on second down, Benoit is going to take a shot. Looking downfield, has a receiver, and he just missed him. Boy, that was close to being another connection. He was trying to hit Keith Jones Jr.
on the catch.
It will start on the snap.
On the replay, it looked like it was a catchable ball. Yeah. I mean, it was really well thrown in there. Now they go to the run, and nothing happening there. Isaiah Washburn is there just to clean it up in the back. 10 for Benoit and the Grambling Tigers, starting with the ball on their 20-yard line. And they go to the run to start things off. Straight ahead for a short gain for Grambling on first down. Going to pick up a short gain.
Runs over people.
So Benoit throws high. He was throwing it in the direction of Keith Jones, but that one goes out of play, so it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, that was the first little quick.
Now he has a 3rd and 8 to go for a first down. Completes his pass. And the Tigers from Grambling are going to have a first down. That was complete to Jordan Bride. Initial drive in the second half. Grambling comes away with a first down. They go to the running attack now. Some room for Eaton as he stepped out of bounds. Byron Eaton Jr., that's good news. Last time we saw him, he was limping. Call it a gain of 4. Benoit to throw it, completes his pass. Over to the sidelines to Baron Miles, and Miles makes the catch all day long. So 3rd and 1 now for the Tigers. They go to the running game. He has the first down and more as Clyde McClendon dives forward. Had he not lost, all resting on the 49-yard line. Tigers doing a good job of mixing it up here in the second half. Flag goes down, and so does McClendon running there. So again, that's a key penalty there, Grambling. So it's going to be a little difficult. You got to overcome the penalty to keep this thing alive if you're the Tigers. They go to the wide receiver screen to Jones. Jones spinning around, and he's not going to get much out of that.
Jones did a good job of creating what he could out of that, but Benoit did a nice job. You see the snap, how low that was? And
2nd and 18 now. Benoit with a nice pocket. Now he steps up in it. He's going to keep it, and he's taken down. And his helmet came off, so he's going to have to leave the game. So that's going to be an interesting situation. 3rd and 14 to convert for the Tigers. Eaton will have 3 receivers to his left. He was a high school quarterback, but he keeps on the draw. Eaton with some room. That's a good job. Picked up 10 yards there.
Oh, he's got a...
They will start the second half with Timmy McLean at quarterback. He puts Ross in motion. Under pressure, dumps it off to Ross. Ross trying to make a move. He does, and Ross is into the open spaces. Ross picks up 23 yards on the play.
Man, that's why Ross is so daggum dangerous.
Clean. Been really productive at quarterback. Fakes it. He's going to throw it. Tries to throw it. He's under pressure, and he had to throw that one away because Isaac Washington was right in his face. Cookman and Grambling has done a great job with that. So McLean this time on the heat again. Dumps off the screen pass, and a great play by Isaac Washington. He read that all the way and made a big tackle for loss there.
Yeah, and that's a
3rd down coming up. 3rd and 20 for Bethune-Cookman. It turns into an empty backfield. McLean's going to run with it. McLean's up to the 30, over the 30, and finally pulled down at about the 33-yard line. So he got back to...
And then you look at it now, you're starting quarterback for your team.
So he goes to the running attack. It looks like it's McClendon on the carry as he takes it inside. So Cruz checks out and McClendon checks in, and McClendon will get to run the ball. And he has some room. And talk about an angry run. How about Clyde McClendon there?
That's just angry running.
So 1st and 10, and McClendon again on the carry. That Grambling offensive line is
for the Wildcats on an offensive side.
So 2nd and 9. They go back to McClendon, and a big play in the backfield by Montravius Lloyd. He got loose, got in the back, taking his shots downfield, so that's not out of the question. Steps up in the pocket, does a good job stepping up, and that one is caught. Pass is caught by Andrew Frazier, and he was right on the and Hayden Benoit have a connection going. Frazier had the first touchdown in the first half, and they come back to the running game, and once again there's a hole right there as Tony Phillips hits it quickly and picks up for the Tigers from Grambling. And Phillips again reverses his field. He goes the other way, and Phillips is going to be close to the first down. Looks like he might be a tad shy, but a good...
That's amazing.
Grambling will throw it now. Down the sidelines goes Benoit, and there goes the flag. Looked like pass interference right there, and the ball in a hurry, and that penalty ended up being a big play for the Grambling Tigers. So again, McClendon trying to get going, but it was Lloyd once again in the backfield who hit him first and slowed him down.
Yeah, they got to figure out this.
Grambling will play a lot of running backs, and he dumps it off to Phillips, and a good job by Bethune-Cookman following that play over to the sidelines. Number 19, Malik Stinnett, wrapped him up and helped us to the right for Benoit. 3rd and 11. Hayden's going to crank it for the end zone, and a missed connection between he and his receiver, and it's going to be intercepted by the Wildcats. And the Wildcats bring it back. Johnny Harris, the 3rd, went back there and made the interception, but that was definitely a miscommunication between Benoit.
This guy's about it. This is my field. I run the show.
There was a big boo. So 1st down, the Wildcats go to the run. A big stick from the secondary. That was Johnson on the carry, but he was tattooed on the move, and he lost his footing right when the hit came. So the Wildcats will pass it on 2nd down. Completed pass. It's going to be a 1st down for Bethune-Cookman as Huggins made another catch. Of action, Bethune-Cookman in goal with the football, and the quarterback will keep. That's McLean with a nice move, but a flag came down right after it. He threw it right at the feet of number 73, which is David Putaski, quarterback for Bethune-Cookman. And Ransom goes to the run. And they're going to pick up a couple of yards, but how about that? Coach Raymond Woody just going with a feeling. Like it might be time.
Well, I think
Bethune-Cookman picked up a yard on that last play, so 2nd and 9. Ransom, the lefty, cranks it out, completes his pass as a short gain to his big tight end, Miles Morales. So that's going to set up a 3rd and manageable. As we said, Ransom did start the game today. He's a dual threat kind of guy. Pressure on him. He's hit for behind. Ball's out again. And it's going to be recovered by the Grambling Tigers. So Ransom has been like a magnet for the big hit. He comes back in the game again. He gets hit on the blind side. Who was down there quickly to recover it.
And he fought a guy off to get it. He did a great job recovering that ball.
So the Tigers come back. They go to the running attack, and Johnson has nowhere to go. But it's been that defense of Grambling that has been to the sideline for the play. And Benoit will hand it to McClendon, and he slips before he could actually get the wheels going there. He was about to shift gears, and he just lost his footing.
Like I said,
And on 3rd down, 3rd and 12, Benoit fires, completes his pass. It's going to be a 1st down to Jones and more, as Jones takes it all the way down around the 30-yard line. But how about Keith Jones Jr.?
Wow. Or so after the catch.
And they go back to the ground game, and it's McClendon who dives to about the 23-yard line. Contact, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, he's like a heat-seeking missile.
2nd and 4 for Benoit. Fires, has Jones, and he just barely overthrew him. Jones was about to clear. He was going to be wide open for that touchdown, and the young freshman quarterback to keep this drive going. Ball right there on the 23. They go to McClendon. McClendon shakes the tackler. He's going to have the first down, but there was a late flag thrown in the backfield. That used to be.
My math has never been good.
Grambling with the ball. Big 3rd down for Hayden Benoit. Cranks it deep. Has a receiver out there. There was a little contact and no flags. He had his receiver streaking, and I thought for just, you're in your own end zone. You fumbled 3 times, and he goes to the handoff, and it's going to be a couple of yards. But, that's just human nature. You're in the ball game. You're standing in your own end zone. You've already fumbled, and a lot of the fumbles weren't really his fault. We got to add that to it also, as he throws it in a crowd there, and a good defensive play by the Tigers from Grambling. And now we got late flags all over the place. Afterwards, all over with, and it looks like it for a first down now for the Wildcats. Cam Ranson's going to crank it out there, and his receiver slipped down. Lost his footing. He was trying to go to Javon Ross, and he slipped. Tigers from Grambling operating near the 35. They go to McClendon. McClendon with a great run. You talk about power churning his way forward.
I'm a McClendon
field position after that punt return. So they go back to McClendon again, and he's just an express, man. He powers his way, and he's almost back to the original line of scrimmage, probably a yard shy of that.
Man.
2nd and 12 now for the Grambling offense. Hayden Benoit goes to Cruz, and Cruz slides forward for a gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards on the carry.
I didn't mention Cruz, too. He's got 11 carries now for about 78 yards.
Of a game for Grambling. And this time he goes to Cruz. Cruz with some room. Cuts inside. Cruz still on his feet. Driving for the sticks. And he might have come up with that first down for the Grambling Tigers. He got very close. Cruz and Benoit with McClendon to his left. Gives it to McClendon. Has a hole. McClendon dives inside the 10. Down at about the 7, maybe the 8-yard line.
Yeah, so Cruz has 87 yards now. McClendon with 48.
2nd and 4. And good reaction right there by that Bethune Cookman defense. Man, they were right there waiting for that one.
Well, they're tightening up because they know where.
Found out today that this situation is not too big for his freshman quarterback. Hayden Benoit on 3rd and 5. Under pressure. Fires for the end zone. Throws for a spot. Touchdown, Grambling. A beautiful pass from the freshman quarterback into the corner of the end zone. Great pass to Keith Jones Jr. He's got a whole lot to dance about today. Keith Jones has had a pretty good game. Bethune Cookman in the first half.
And they must have wrapped that ankle really good.
Under pressure, McLean scrambles away. Now he's on the run. Fires downfield, and it's caught. Did he get the foot down? Let's see. Yes, sir. He said he did. A nice catch over there.
Just everything about it's really cool.
1st and 10 for McLean. McLean completed pass to Ali Scott. And Scott's going to pick up probably about 7 yards.
Yeah, John Horton with the tackle there.
McLean again. Fires underneath again. Tried to get the first down, and it's going to be depending on the spot. Malik Huggins, who's had himself quite a snapping it before the sticks can move. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. McLean steps up in the pocket, has a man open, and he's going to be close to another first down for the Wildcats.
They're going to try to get this ball to Ross here.
McLean under pressure, has to roll to his right. Flags go down, has a receiver wide open. So the pass is complete to Huggins down around the 7-yard line, but the flags came down in the backfield. So we tick down to the final timeout of the ball game. Pass underneath, complete, ball's out. Grambling Tigers come up with it. And it's going to be ruled an incomplete pass, but that was very got to start taking some shots to the end zone here pretty soon. So McClain on the keeper, goes straight up the middle.
Well, how tough is McClain? I mean, you know, we had a falling to Alabama State. That's a tough one.
We go back to the running game here. And that's going to be something. They're running off the field here really quick. They're going to try to kick the quick field goal and then maybe go for the... Juan Dominguez is out there to try to attempt the 42-yard kick. Good snap, put it down. Dominguez's kick is good. So he puts the 3 points on the board. So it's a 31-20 game. A lot of the good hands people in the ball game there. Patrick Williams also. And there goes the kick, and it is caught by Keith Jones, and he has it, and he falls on it. So now Grambling has a minute 22 left on the clock to try to kill so they can get home.
Situation for Bethune, but I don't have that.
It would be nice to have a McClendon in this situation, but of course he left the game with an injury. And look at Cruz just busting it right up the middle, and he just flipped the whole field right there. He changed the whole dynamic of everything with that big...
And he's been very successful dropping it in the basket with the receiver.
So 1st and 10, it's Cruz again, and he's like a hammer. Cruz straight up the middle. He's down inside the 10, just dragging would-be tacklers along with him. What a job right there, right up the middle there, and what a job. We mentioned it before, that offensive line.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Shout out to Grambling State on the dub, man. They're 7-3. On a 4-game win streak, and they're still alive in the West Division. Now, I mean, with this fight, I don't know what's gonna happen with their postseason chances. I'm pretty sure everybody getting fined. You get a fine. You get a fine. You get a fine. Yeah, but listen, man. Shout out to Grambling. This is a good team. This is a really good team, especially in the back half of the year. They've been proving that they're all a good team defensively. Man, yeah, they played very well in this game. Very, very well.